Hello, everyone. My name is Theodora Bareilles, and I'm the Illinois Disaster Corps Manager, working out of the Chicago Red Cross office of the American Red Cross. I supervise a team of 5 Illinois Disaster Corps members who are currently working virtually, also based in the Chicago office. But we also have members serving out of other Red Cross offices in other parts of the state, including Springfield, Moline, Peoria, Quincy, Romeo, and Bloomington. We first start by talking a little bit about what Americorps is, and then the American Red Cross, and I'll talk about afterwards the position that we're actually recruiting for. So first, Americorps is a network of national service programs supported by the U.S. federal government that aims to meet critical needs in the community to help make our country safer, stronger, and healthier. There are 3 types of Americorps programs, but the Illinois Disaster Corps program is the 3rd type, which is called State and National Program. This means that Americorps members serve out of a single host site the duration of their Americorps term, in this case, at the American Red Cross. So the American Red Cross of Illinois is the state arm of the National American Red Cross Society, headquartered in Washington, D.C. Our mission at the Red Cross is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of partners. The emergencies that our region most often responds to home fires, floods, and other localized storm events. Although we also help our emergency management partners with a variety of other emergency situations, including COVID-19, aircraft incidents, and other mass casualty events. So we are currently recruiting 4 Illinois Disaster Corps members to serve out of Red Cross offices across the state. Terms can start as soon as August 3rd or as late as September 21st. Roles and responsibilities as an Illinois Disaster Corps Americorps. So first, our members are trained in the full cycle of disaster services, and that is to say disaster preparedness, response, and recovery. Their time is split between doing community outreach and building relationships with their community partners, teaching disaster preparedness classes to youth and adults, which includes full CPR and first aid certification courses. Members also serve as disaster recovery caseworkers, providing phone-based or office-based recovery support to families or individuals who've recently been affected by a small or large-scale disaster. And lastly, our members are trained as disaster responders in order to deploy to a local, regional, or national disaster when there is need. So Illinois Disaster Corps members are able to deploy in 2 capacities. First is as an individual Americorps member in support of an American Red Cross disaster response operation in the role of either a mass feeding or mass sheltering support person at the local, regional, or national level. But our Illinois Disaster Corps members can also be deployed as a team in order to support the state of Illinois in response to an emergency. So this could be a tornado, earthquake in the southern part of the state, or any other large disaster that overwhelms local emergency management capacity. So specifically, the Illinois Disaster Corps team is trained to set up and operate what's called a volunteer reception center in order to process and train local unaffiliated volunteers to get them organized into other disaster response organizations so that they can start helping the local response and recovery efforts in their community after a disaster. We also support the management of unsolicited in-kind donations, which we also provide training for our members. Let me pivot quickly and talk about the benefits of doing Americorps service at the Red Cross. So first, this is a stipended position. So living stipends are paid out bi-weekly, and it comes to a total of $14,279. Members are eligible for healthcare and childcare benefits. At the successful completion of a member's Americorps term, they are eligible to receive $6,195 in the Siegel Education Award, which can be used to pay back qualifying student loans or to pay for future educational expenses. Lastly, by serving at the American Red Cross, serving your Americorps term at the American Red Cross, you get extensive career training or retraining experience in disaster response, disaster management from an internationally recognized humanitarian organization. Qualifications for our applicants. We ask that applicants are at least 18 years of age, U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident, have a valid driver's license, driving a Red Cross vehicle around Chicago if there is need, having a college degree or comparable work experience, are interested in and comfortable working with a diverse cross-section of individuals, including youth, and comfortable working both a team and independently, and right now also virtually. So we're looking for people that can take initiative and plan out their own schedules. A willingness to deploy within 4 hours for local response, or 24 to 48 hours for a non-local disaster response anywhere in the state of Illinois for up to 2 weeks, with the knowledge that housing and lodging would be covered by the Red Cross if the disaster response is not local, and if the response is in person. The application process. So Americorps positions, you can submit an application for Americorps positions by going to the Americorps job listing page. I can send Gina Torres the link for our application as well as a flyer so that you have all this information. So there's a standard application through our online portal, including a mission statement, full job history, 2 professional references. After we've received a complete application, our program specialist will review the application and schedule a phone screening if it is appropriate to discuss the program in more depth. You're recommended for a formal virtual interview. One will be scheduled with you, typically between 1 week after your phone screening with the program specialist. The video interview will consist of a panel of American Red Cross and Americorps staff. And this will be an opportunity for you to ask the staff questions, but for us to also see if you're a good fit for our program. And then a response will be provided to all applicants who receive an interview within 2 to 3 business days. Then the background check process and onboarding paperwork can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So we do ask for a prompt reply from any applicant that is offered a position. As an alum of the program myself, I can speak to the impact that this experience has had on my professional career. And I can tell you how gratifying it is to do a disaster response and to participate in recovery work to support clients that have been affected by a disaster, whether localized small one or a large scale emergency as well. It is really, I feel incredibly grateful to get to work with other service-minded, humanitarian-focused Americorps members and staff. And so I highly encourage you to take a look at our website, www.redcross.com/Americorps. American Red Cross, www.redcross.org/Americorps, excuse me. And I will also send this information to you. So thank you so much and have a great day.